Welcome to the Strategy Mob Podcast. Tune in for everything you need to know to stay in the know regarding the automotive industry. Here's your host, Jason Harris.
You guys had mentioned something earlier in our conversation, and I wanted to bring it back up because I think it's so incredibly important, especially right now, is bringing in new talent. And look, for us, right, promises and guarantees of six-figure incomes and you know, all money. I mean, like, I remember my first manager used to walk around with a roll of $100 bills in his pocket. Yep. And it was literally my goal and objective every single day I went in there is to take as many of those out of his pocket as I possibly could, right? Yes, but that's what motivated us. Like, we're motivated by that. I'm like, six-figure income, I'm in. Let's do this, right? Yes. Working 10 hours a day, every single day. I had no beef with that, right? Then I got married. Then I had 3 kids. Like, you know, like that's not easy, you know. And so I'm looking for, you know, a population of people out there that are looking for a new career because maybe they got laid off, right? But they got families. So there's one section. There's that one group of people right there. Then, you know, a whole other group of people that just finished their schooling, and all these companies are not hiring right now, all right? Or they got promised an internship, or they got promised something, and everyone had to take it back from them. I think there's a whole pool of new talent out there, but how do we attract that? I'd love to get your thoughts on this. Lou, I'll start with you, and then Fredrick, I'll ask you the same question.
I think that to really make sure that you give them the understanding that there's something to be sought after in this business is that you let them know the benefits of what it is that you've had, right? Whether it's the homes, the cars, the vacays, but then you also explain to them, again, I'm going to keep coming back to the relationship, the way that your relationship is with your home, with your wife. If you don't have a marriage or a relationship with your children that anybody wants to emulate, well, nobody's going to want to emulate it, right? Nobody's going to want to do that because when they leave the dealership, they got to go home to that. And that's what they want to be healthy, because if that's not healthy, you're going to find that it's going to trickle into the store. So being able to show them, hey, this is the great parts of it, as we always do, right? We're always going to highlight the great parts, but then have a good, honest understanding of, now these are going to be the parts where you're going to feel a bit of pain. You're going to feel a little bit of tension inside of your growth. And I'm going to tell you now, after I explain to you how to do this, and I explain to you the second time, and you don't do it, I'm telling you, you're not going to like the cut that comes onto you, right? You're not going to like that wheel of fabrication that creates the sharp sword, right? You're not going to like that being put on you, but it's going to come. Giving them the understanding that there's a great potential to do really great things here, but it's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take you sowing those seeds, but the benefits are going to far outweigh what you poured into it. But that it is not just that it's easy to be successful if you do the hard things right. And if you do those things, which is, again, building that relationship, I want you to go home and go to your kid's game. We want you to get out of here and go make sure you take your wife out for her birthday. You don't belong with that customer. As a matter of fact, hand that up over, go get out there and go do that and show them that you care more about them succeeding in life rather than just succeeding on the sale board. Right, making sure that understanding gets to them will, one, not just get people to do the job very well, but give you people around you that you enjoy being around and that you enjoy celebrating with. We just had a guy had his first daughter was born, yeah. And that's a big celebration for all of us, right? That's part of the family, and we're excited about that. And I gave him way too much time. I said, hey, take a couple weeks, take 3 weeks, take whatever. And he's like, whoa, hold on. I got to come back before that. I got to make money. Like, oh, okay, cool. Letting him know that I was behind him to do that, that's not something that we were given. You know, I was scared to take my lunch, right? I was scared. I didn't want to take my day off. And that kind of tension was always back at home. It always made it back home. Yeah, I may have outsold everybody today, but I'm losing over here with the people that are important to me, and I can't keep throwing money at them. I need to actually be there. I need to be at the graduation for my kid that's graduating 6th grade. You know, whatever it is, we need to physically be there for that. So convincing people coming in that, because right now everybody's used to being home, right? A lot of people are used to being home for way too much time, right? Telling them, listen, you don't have to sacrifice that if you actually put in the time here, because let's be honest, everybody,
Yes.
car guys, car gals, you might be there for 8-10 hours a day. You're probably only working 2.
Yeah, really working.
Somebody not
yeah,
in front of you.
yeah.
Right?
We could do a whole podcast just on that topic.
Right.
We
there.
definitely. That's so right, Jason. You're right.
So letting them understand that, look, if you come here and you pour in your best effort into this little bit of window, you're going to be successful. You're going to have plenty of people in front of you, and you can actually have that time at home, which I want you to have, and give them the incentive of time, because that's the one thing I can't multiply.
Incentive
right? I
of time.
can just say, here's your
It's the most
time,
valuable asset.
and you're going to have the money. You're going to have the time to spend your money, right?
Yeah.
So
Because we can give you all the time, but if
Come
you're not
back,
making
do it
money,
again.
what's the time worth, right? So that's, and Lou's right, to touch on his point there, is that it really comes down to that. It's about the way you build that up. Now, we talked about relationships earlier with your clients, but it's the same thing as a management team. You have to build relationships with your team. You have to understand what drives each person that you're dealing with on that floor, because everybody's different. Like we talked about earlier, we're all about that 6 figures. We're all about, I'll put the hours in. I don't care. I need to do this. But there's a lot of people that it's not about the 6 figures to them. It's about just paying their bills and just being able to live and be able to have a few extra dollars to buy their pack of smokes or whatever that they need, right? They're happy with that. Now, we don't really want that in the car business. You want people who want more, but you also understand that there's still good salespeople out there that are okay with not having a lot of money. That just because you don't want a lot of money doesn't mean you can't be a good sales rep, a good car buying coach, or a problem solving person, right? You can still do those things extremely well. You're just not motivated by money. So the time thing becomes important. But that's when it comes down to is, if you do and you trust the process of your job and your boss, and you know you're in a good place and you're doing it, and you do this every single day, you will be able to afford that time. You will be able to have that extra time with your family. You will be able to do this. And not only that, when you have that extra time with your family, guilt-free extra time with your family,
That's right,
you're going to have that extra cash in your pocket to be able to go to the lake and we'll go riding on boats, or, go to Disney World whenever for the first time with your kids, or whatever that you want to do. You'll be able to do that, but it takes work. You can't expect to put no work in and be able to take time off and be able to have extra money in your pocket. And that's something when we're hiring new people, you kind of talk about that. Listen, man, you, like anything else in life, because it's kind of like life coaching in a sense. If anything else in life, you get what you put in. Right. If you come in here and you expect to just sit down at your desk and do the very minimal, you're going to get the very minimal in everything. But if you come in here every day, not just for a week, not just for 2 weeks, but for 90 days straight, and you work your butt off for 90 days, your first 90 days at my store, I promise you at the end of that, if you do it, you're going to make more money than you've ever made. And you're also going to have you're going to build that. You're going to earn that time off. And there's nothing better than earning that. I always tell the guys, you sell 20 cars a month, you write your own schedule. Fact. Until you stop selling 20 cars a month, right? But you really can write your own schedule, and it doesn't take long to get to 20 cars. I've seen guys do it in their first month because they came in and they did our process and they truly believed it.
Thanks for tuning in to the Strategy Mob Podcast with your host, Jason Harris. Don't want to miss new content? Be sure to sign up to be a mobster at strategymob.com to stay in the know. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy podcasting.